It's a beautiful start to our day, in
It
my
is.
opinion, if you don't mind the foggier conditions, but that's what we're used to this time of year. So let's appreciate the chillier weather here because across the United States, there's 250 million Americans under some sort of heat advisory. So it's been cooler here and cooler than normal for this time of year, as well as wetter than normal for this time of year. Normally, July, we don't see a single drop of rain. And technically, it wasn't raindrops that fell, it was more of that misty drizzle, but still, throughout the month of July, and really just over the past 7 days or so, we've picked up 0.07 inches, when normally in the month of July, we average zero point zero 0.01 inches of rain. These are normally our driest months of the year, but the good news about the fact that we saw something this time of year is it offsets and pushes back our fire season a little bit. So we'll take whatever moisture we can get, even though it does come along with those chillier and breezier conditions. We're also looking at those temperatures right now pretty mild, low 60s in San Jose, which is what you see behind you in the camera. The cloud coverage a bit higher in the sky, a bit less low and a bit less dense. So visibility not too big of an issue for our more inland communities, but it is still not looking at the beautiful sunrise that above the clouds are, like on Black Mountain and down in the Santa Cruz Mountains. It's beautiful above the clouds. Most of us, though, not looking at the beautiful conditions. The fog will continue to peel back along our coastal communities this afternoon. If you drive farther south along the coast, that will be your best potential of actually seeing some sunshine. Although I do think that a lot of the cloud coverage is going to be pretty stubborn throughout the afternoon. And once again, that little finger fog that's going to stick around the Golden Gate. High temperatures today are going to be sitting very similar to what they did yesterday, but they're actually going to be a degree or two warmer across our inland East Bay communities. A few low 80s sprinkled in there and down into the Santa Clara Valley. So slightly warmer, still well below average for this time of year. Upper 60s to low 70s for areas by the bay, and then low 60s directly along the path of the coast. However, tomorrow it's going to be a degree or two warmer across those inland communities. We'll be seeing those maybe mid to upper 80s returning to our inland East Bay and down into the Santa Clara Valley. Mid 70s to maybe still a few upper 60s sprinkled by the bay. Santa Rosa, though, you might be seeing an 80-degree high temperature by as soon as tomorrow afternoon. Again, it is going to be warmer. It is going to be more seasonable for this time of year. And that's kind of going to be the name of the game, more seasonable weather returning, not back to above average, which is really great news. There is no extreme heat on the horizon anywhere across the bay. Inland communities, like I said, going to be warming up. The warming up is just back into the 80s, no 90s, no triple digits like we definitely are used to in July. Areas by the bay going to be back into the upper 60s to low 70s. Coastal communities staying in the low 60s, but there is more sunshine on the horizon for everybody in the Bay Area, along with those less gusty winds, which is nice for this time of year.